Hey, everybody, this is Larry. This is January 16th here in New York City. Doing an extra problem, doing a bonus problem. Feel free to kind of do it with me. Let's go. Let's pick a random one that I haven't done before. It could be anything. As long as it's not a database problem or something. Sometimes I do them, but today I'm not feeling it. Maybe I should just go through them so I don't get them or something. But today we have a medium problem, it's a premium problem, it's a loading problem. Before and after puzzle, it could mean anything. Maybe I need to refresh. All right, there we go. 1181 before and after puzzle. A lot of downvotes already, so we'll see how that goes. A lot of weird thing, but all right, let's take a look. No companies, or it's not loading, or whatever. There's a lot of issues right now, but many issues, but no issues for Larry. Hopefully, knock on wood. Anyway, given a list of phrases, generate a list of before and after puzzles. A phrase is a string that and before and after is okay. Last with the first phrase and the first with the second phrase. Okay, yeah. I mean, I think that comes from. Well, I don't know if it's where it comes from, but I think for me, it is popularized in Jeopardy. So that's what I was thinking actually, or at least after I saw the word puzzle, because before and after puzzle can mean anything, I guess. But now that I see, what the emphasis is on. Okay. So given phrases, you want to make sure all the ones where the last word is equal to the first word. That seems pretty straightforward, possibly. But I could see why they're downvotes, because I think there are a lot of like weird edge cases that may not be super kind of, you know, it's just kind of funky in general. What I mean by that is that like here, I actually don't know why it would be an A. I guess I get it, but it's just so awkward. And then, and of course, if you have three A's, then this still only appears once, which is also a little bit awkward depending on how you phrase it. So I can see why they're downvotes, but ultimately, you only have 100 phrases and 100 words. So I don't think timeout is an issue, which is the first thing that I would think about, to be honest. But maybe not anymore. I mean, in this case, you can even just brute force n squared. So I don't know. I mean, n squared in terms of phrase, and then you have to times it by L or something like this, right? But yeah, I don't know, but I'm still gonna try to do it the cleanest way. If I have to sort it lexicographically, that's fine. But then yeah, maybe like complete it. I'll just do it in a set, just because I'm too lazy to kind of think about it anymore, and then we'll just sort it later, and it'll take care of the distinctiveness. But yeah, for now, for phrase in phrases, we can break it down to just break it down to a sentence. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but and also I'm just double checking the space situation. I guess it's not technically. Oh no, there we go. Consecutive spaces is a weird case that I was double checking whether that's the case. And no. Okay, so I mean they don't try to screw you with random edge cases. That's always nice. So yeah, so first word is going to be go to sentence of 0, right? And then last is equal to sentence of -1. Oops. And then maybe but yeah, and then now here we're gonna maybe previous last is equal to dot default date of list, and then previous first. And we'll have to define what it means, even though I wrote this kind of as a symmetry reasons. But okay, so basically, previous first of key is where, well, the previous part is more obvious, but where the first word is key, right? So okay, so that's all we really need, because then now we match first with the previous last, and last with previous first. So then we can do that. I just want to think about how I want to. Okay, yeah. That's fine then. But yeah, it's a little bit awkward about the complexity, because when you're dealing with strings, if you're not careful, you can definitely create a lot of auxiliary intermediate strings. So that's what I was just making sure in my head, whether I'm not doing anything too crazy. But yeah, so first, if first is in previous last. So then we can do for P, I guess, for previous, I don't know, previous, in previous, last, or first. That means that they exist. So then now that means that the previous sentence. So okay, maybe I just write S for or new sentence is equal to, so the previous sentence plus space plus so the first, then it'll be like something like this, but it's a little bit awkward for sure because I don't know. And you can maybe even just write this as actually, yeah, something like this I think would be fine, right? I don't know if this works just because this is a list and this is an item. Maybe we can I don't remember how to write this. Maybe something like this. I don't know. No. I mean, maybe just something like as previous is a string, and we want to make it add to the suffix of the sentence of the slice. What is the clean way to do that actually? Alright, we'll see if this works. Does that work? I mean, it'll give me like something about returning none, but oh, it doesn't actually. Let's see if this. Oh, well, this will never match. That's why, because there's nothing in previous. But yeah, so then now we'll just follow along here for a second. Oops. But right, so something like that, and then now we can do previous last of last is equal to just basically the sentence, and also previous first of first is equal to sentence, and that should be good. We'll see if this gives me an error because okay, yeah, that's what I was worried. I don't think I could do this. Can I do this? Does that work, or is that just a parameter thing? Well, I mean, that did something for some reason, but let's take a look. Writing box. Is that what I expect? I don't think so. Writing code what? Okay, let's take a look. So writing is the wait, really? I wrote this as sentence. What I meant is phrase. Oops, that's why things felt a little bit weird. Okay, now this is just weird. What am I printing? Previous? Oh, I guess maybe this is just funky then, I guess. I don't know how to do this. No, I mean, I know how to do this, but I didn't know how to do this in a clean way. I guess what I can do is just like answer is equal to right? And then answer that extend sentence, something like that. But this is just so wordy. I was just trying to do it in a quick way. That's all. But yeah. What is going on here? What is phrase? Tell me why. Did I misunderstand what phrase should be? Writing code, yeah. So then now, oh, this should be a list, and it was expecting a list. So actually, what I want to do is append. But I don't know. I just got confused, just because I was trying to put in some placeholders so I could kind of test this part. But okay, there you go. So the previous one, and then so this is good, but really, I thought there's like a way to. I mean, I guess the way to do it is something like this, but I feel like that's not really clean either. Like that's still like an extra linear thing, right? So I don't know. It is what it is, I suppose. But yeah. And that's all really it. We want to sort it, maybe convert it to a list, just for fun. And we should be mostly good. It's not quite good because we only compare the previous last, so we just have to do it in a symmetric way. I was just kind of playing around with the syntax. No, I mean, I'm not ashamed to keep on learning and try to figure out a cleaner way to do things, and I was just playing around, which, and I have a lot of years of experience, right? So just to kind of, and I don't mean to say that in like a braggy kind of way. I just mean like even I have a place to learn, so don't feel too bad if oh, I didn't even read about this. What am I doing? I just kind of put this on auto control. What you want is actually, this is obviously not right. This is actually to the last element plus this. Yeah, right. Sorry, I was on autopilot because I was chatting. But yeah, overall pretty straightforward. And like I said, you can actually even do this in n square thing. I don't know. It's very awkward, but yeah. Other than the sorting, which I guess I don't know that at least the way that I do it, I don't think that you can get away from it. I mean, the other way that you would do it would be n squared. The way that this is presented is kind of O of n. I say kind of O of n because there's an L element where L is the length of the string and stuff like that, because the lookup and stuff like that is going to be dependent on the length of the string, where n is the number of phrases. But we only do one pass, so yeah. But this as a result gets dominated by just n log n. This is O of n. But if you do this in n squared, then you don't have to care about sorting because it'll just be n squared. And the good thing is, of course, that the way that we did it, mostly, maybe not this part, I don't know. If you only have to do counts or something like that, then you can do this pretty, then it scales way a lot, is what I'm saying. But because of this this step, maybe I lied about, I think I lied about this being, yeah, I definitely lied about this being linear. I kind of messed up on the analysis. Sorry about that. And what I mean by that is that it is true that this O of n loops, but this thing can be O of n as well. And so, yeah, and you can imagine everyone just having the same thing, and this would be n squared, right? So this is actually n squared. My fault. I just realized this. I'm a little bit bad today, I guess. Like we have something like AAA, ABA, ACA. Wait. With a space, I guess, just to kind of, then now everything, and the middle doesn't really matter, but yeah, if you have n of these, this is going to take n squared time, so that is the bad case. Just kind of totally forgot, but I don't know, my mind isn't 100% today, I suppose. A lot of silliness, but yeah. But that said, this problem is pretty straightforward, pretty understandable. It's a very awkward one. I don't know what to make of it, and as a result, by the way, because this can be n squared. The problem is, the solution isn't only n squared, because now we're sorting n squared strings at the end, and so of course that's going to be n squared log n. N squared log n, or n squared log n squared. But of course the 2 drops off, so it's n squared log n. And I didn't even use the L component, which you probably have to kind of do a full analysis. But yeah, that said, it's fast enough. I don't know why the downvotes though. I mean, actually not that many edge cases. When I see something like this, it is very easy to have a lot of weird edge cases, like these type of problems historically. But this one seems okay. So, yeah, that's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. Yeah, stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see you again later. Then take care. Bye bye.